Hi guys, I'm so sorry on the network. We're struggling, and I'm just gonna join Mansha back on this. Hi, I'm so sorry.
Hi.
I completely lost connection. I don't know what happened there. I think I'm
Yeah.
struggling with connection at the moment with so much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So where were we?
So we were on your podcast channel, and
Yeah.
it sounds damn interesting, and I think everybody should follow that and just get inspired, just get some positivity out at the moment. And
Thank you.
you're engaging in a lot of healthy cooking. So what's inspired you to do that?
Well, the thing is, I kind of had to because I developed insulin resistance along the way, and I was really big on sugar and desserts, and so I had to figure out ways of like making things or having things that have zero sugar and zero flour, so things that won't spike my insulin. So that's what got me
Right.
into it. And I used to be a big baker till about 12th grade, and then I just stopped. So I think this lockdown's been a good time to sort of pick it up again.
Pick it up again. Yeah. And I keep seeing what you've been posting. They all also look really pretty. So you're really working
Thank
well on even
you.
presenting it well. Then also just, of course, I'm sure it tastes as great as well. So
I
what are you
hope
going to
so.
teach everybody today? Like what are
Okay.
what are the two, three things you're looking at?
All right. So today we'll start off with vegan dark chocolate mendiants. Which is essentially, some of you may know chocolate barks. So it's similar to that, but it's circular, and it makes for a great post-workout snack or something to have along with your tea. And you can like make it look really pretty and also enhance the taste with the toppings. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
That's
what you
what
look
we're
at.
making. So that was
Okay.
my prep from the morning, and I can show you guys the end result. So that's the first thing that we will be making. I don't know if you I'll just lift it up one second. So essentially um, these are menus and toppings. So this is rose petals and pistachios. This one's
Right.
almonds and raspberry powder. So that's the first thing that we'll be making, followed by moon milk, which is this super soothing and relaxing drink that I came upon early on in this lockdown. And on I think I've lost you again. Are we back? Okay, we're back.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So that's the second thing that we'll be making, and hopefully I'm gonna be using this today. So instead of the pink color, we'll try and get a blue color.
Oh,
So
interesting. What is that?
um,
That's blue pea.
it's blue butterflower pea flower tea. They're dried petals,
Okay.
like they give the color
Are
to
these
the blue color tea.
easily available? And
So I'm gonna link
okay, great,
the
great.
websites. I've been ordering from two websites, and I will give you other options that if you still can't make the same stuff at home, without it being vegan. I mean, these are the ideas
Right.
that I will give you easier alternatives. Yeah.
Little alternatives. Yeah, I guess also stocking up at this point is so difficult and like finding different things. So yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
nice.
We'll link those in whenever you put this up. I'm gonna send you the names of the stores that I've been ordering from. So should we start?
Super, super.
Yeah.
Yes, and if anybody has
Would you
any
like to
questions,
start?
please pop them in. Yeah, while she's cooking. Yes, yes,
Okay,
let's start.
awesome. So, um, so basically, this is the vegan chocolate that I've used. So what you need is 2 bars of either vegan chocolate or normal chocolate is also fine. It doesn't have to be vegan. That's just how I like it. And ideally, it shouldn't have any added nuts or other things within that. If it's plain, that's when it works best. So I've chopped
Is
two
a good
bars of this
vegan
very
chocolate.
finely. I'll just show you. This is vegan chocolate, and you can order it from Urban Platter and Nature Soul. Both of them do really good vegan chocolates. So I've chopped it up already, as you can see. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to temper this chocolate. I do not have a candy thermometer either, so I'm just going to use a really rudimentary way of tempering chocolate. So what you have to do is once you've chopped 2 bars of chocolate, you need to sort of segregate it so that you have 3/4 of this amount. So you're going to put 3/4 of the amount of the chopped chocolate in a glass bowl that's microwave proof. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to tell you what you need to do after that. So for the recipe, for anyone who is interested in this, I have my website's actually going to go live in 24 hours. So the link will be in my bio on my Instagram handle, and you guys can just website and
yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think whoever misses this out can always go back onto your Instagram handle and
but I'm just putting yeah. So what I'm doing is that I'm transferring 3/4 of the chocolate that and I'm just going to heat it. So the first time I heat it, it's going to be at 30%. So that's the chocolate. So what I'm going to do is that instead of heating it for a minute in one go, I'm going to heat it for 30 seconds and then at 5-second increments. So it's very important to not let the chocolate heat up too much. And this is definitely a rudimentary way of tempering chocolate, but it works. So I'm just heating this bowl of chocolate up for 30 seconds. Microwave.
Okay.
Yeah. But so while that heats, we can just chat.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. So, what is the other way of the other way of tempering chocolate is that we do a double boiler, right? Like put a bowl in.
You need a candy. Yes, you do, but you also need to check the temperature for that because you have to heat it and then you have to cool it down. So I do not have a candy thermometer, and maybe that's something I'll get after the lockdown.
No, this is a great idea right now for everybody, which is simpler to do and just quicker at the moment also to do.
So I just heated it, and I'm gonna use a spoon to see how melted it is. Right, because you want it to be slightly melted, but not entirely. I'll just show it to you in a second. Yeah, I think it needs about a few more seconds. So I'm just going to put it back in.
The texture needs to be a little melted and with some solids or no solids.
So the texture needs to be about, let's say, 70% melted with 30% bits left, and that's when you put in the remainder 1/4 of the chocolate.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna check on the chocolate now. I think we're good. Yeah, perfect. So this is what it should look like when you're tempering it. So it's not completely melted. You can see bits that are still solid inside. And at this point, so at this point, I'm going to put in the remainder of the chocolate into the bowl. Yeah.
So 30 seconds and then another 20 or 30 till we see it be like little melted texture, not completely melted.
The first time round, so the first time round till you reach that semi-melted consistency, that's when you do it till, but now I'm only going to heat it in 5-second increments. So only 5 seconds at a time.
Okay. People are already salivating on the comments. So yeah.
And why I do this is because if you end up overheating the chocolate, it's going to have that really weird white sheen on top. So it's to avoid that. Yeah. So I'm just going to keep doing this till we have... So again, I did it for 5 seconds. So now it's going in for another 5 seconds.
So somebody's asking, are you putting it in a microwave or an oven? So you are putting it in a microwave, right?
Just a microwave. Yeah,
just a regular microwave. Yeah. Okay.
I think we're almost done. Yeah, we're done. So that's... You can see that the chocolate is completely smooth now.
Yeah.
And so it's literally that simple. So all I've done so far is chop 2 bars of chocolate. You can use vegan chocolate or normal dark chocolate is great. It should be over 70% though, the chocolate content. And then I'm heated it for 30 seconds, another 30 seconds, added in the rest of the 1/4. And then in 2 5-second increments, we have the chocolate ready, right? So now is the because tray and like baking sheet, and now I'm gonna make circles using this chocolate. Yeah, so I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. Yeah, just with a spoon, you make make about 5-7 circles in one go, and then I'll show you how to top them with all of the fun, colorful things that I've done, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because you've got like different versions. You also worked on white chocolate with it. You worked on dark chocolate with it.
So that wasn't vegan because I couldn't get a hold of any vegan white chocolate. So that was just regular chocolate that I got from 24/7. So it's really easy. You can make it as healthy and as fun as you want to. It's entirely up to you. Like, that's the fun part of making these. Like, you can put, you can top it with sea salt. You can put crushed cornflakes. Honestly, you can go crazy. So anything that tastes good and pairs well. So ideally, put 2 toppings on each circle, whatever those are, and yeah.
You've used a lot of dried flowers and all as well, right?
Yes, yeah, I have. So again, I ordered all of those from urbanplatter.in.
Okay.
It's
okay.
So that website honestly been a savior.
They've been delivering during this lockdown?
Sorry?
Mostly? They've been delivering during this lockdown?
Yeah, they've been delivering, and they've been delivering, and they do all sort of vegan, gluten-free, healthy, ingredients. So like anything that you want, they probably have. Whether it's sold out or not is, the question. But other than that, they have everything that I've ordered. So I'm just gonna... I don't know if you can flip the camera. Okay, yeah. So that's what they look like. I mean, they can be messy, they can be smooth. That's okay, because you can sort of cut that part out once, it's set, and that's not a problem.
Interesting.
So I'm just going to show you what all toppings I've got now. So these are just chopped almonds. These are chopped pistachios. And I've got some rose petals, these dried rose petals that I use in a lot of my dishes.
Yeah, they just make it look pretty, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, just a dash of those and you're good. These are dried cornflower petals. Again, these are all from Urban Platter, so you can just order off their website. And then I've got a little bit of dried raspberry powder. But again, you can use anything. Like you can use coffee. If you're making white chocolate ones, you can put coffee on top. You know, it's anything that'll make the color pop, to be honest. So I'm just going to top a few of these and show you what it looks like after that. It's pretty simple. Once you've done, you know, putting the toppings on, you just need to leave it in the fridge for about an hour. Sorry? Oh, these. So I've used puffed quinoa here. So
it becomes like a crispy.
Yeah, so those are different. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those are actually, I've made these from scratch. So it's almost like making your own chocolate. So that's another recipe that I've got on my website, and you guys can check that out starting tonight. There are about 15 vegan, gluten-free, sugar-free recipes on that. So yeah, I've tried to assemble like a healthy thing, because the biggest problem is in India, you don't get a lot of ingredients, and it becomes much harder to make these healthy dishes versus if you're abroad.
Exactly. So also, besides right now, I think also getting the produce is so difficult. So you have to make do with what you have. So mostly. So
exactly. So yeah, and
what's been your most favorite? What's been your most favorite that you've cooked so far in the quarantine?
Okay, so I think my most is what I made yesterday. Chocolate lava cakes. They're so easy. Honestly, it's like deceptive. Like you think lava cakes are going to be hard to make. It took me 20 minutes and then 20 minutes of baking, in which I obviously did nothing. And yeah, that's it. So those are really easy, and it's just so good.
That's a healthy vegan lava cake, is it?
Yeah. It's healthy, but you don't miss
the flavors and the the chocolate. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I think we should do a session on that also at some point, because that's something I'm sure all of us want to know. Yeah.
So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I've topped the. So as you can see, I've like tried to combine two ingredients for Mendian.
Yeah. So you've got the pistachios. Okay. Yeah. You mix them up. Those look damn pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is pistachios with dried rose petals. This is almonds with cornflower petals. This is almonds with raspberry powder, and there you have it. So those are the ones that I've done, and once they're done, that's what they look like.
So
I just showed you guys, and actually I had leftover. So I had some leftover chocolate, and I did something to show you. So after doing this, I had some leftover chocolate. So what I did was put them into these little
cupcake holders.
Molds, yeah. And that's what it becomes.
Ah, yum. It's like a little chocolate on its own. Like you can just...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I just, I didn't want to waste any chocolate. I mean, it's so hard to come across vegan chocolate as
I think wasting anything at this point is like a no, a big no. But yeah, I mean, so if you can do healthy and yummy at the same point, that's great.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, again, I'm just showing you what I've done. And then these are going in, and then we're done with this recipe. So these are Mendians. We use 2 bars of chocolate, just really quickly. This is the chocolate that I use. It's vegan chocolate. And I chopped it up. So I put 3/4 into this bowl, and we put in the microwave for 30 seconds. And a few more seconds after that, because it hadn't melted, then I put in the remainder of the 1/4 and put in for 5 seconds, and then 5 seconds again. I'm going to put up the recipe, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then after that, I just made these little circles and topped them with different things like pistachios, almonds, rose petals, and all of that. So that's dried lavender, and raspberry powder. So this is just going into the fridge for an hour, and then they're good to have.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And we can always also do versions of this with white chocolate. And you said white chocolate with sea salt, coffee, or just quinoa puffs, and like it can be a mix
anything.
of whatever
You can
little
go
things
crazy
that you like.
with your The more creative you are, the nicer they look.
I think the funnest part would be actually just decorating these little chocolates.
Yeah, it is. So for those
that's
of you,
the funnest part.
Exactly. So these are the white chocolate ones.
Oh, yum! Are you delivering, Mansha? Maybe you should consider doing that.
No, I think I'm like good with my podcast right now.
Looks beautiful. Looks yum and looks beautiful.
Thank you. So that's it for our first recipe, and we'll start on the second one in a second. I just want to clean up the kitchen a little bit, so we can keep talking till then.
Yeah. So tell us, like, are you up to? So other than cooking, what else are you up to during this lockdown?
Initially,
any other fun things you've been on?
So I got back to writing poetry again, which was nice, and calligraphy. So those are the interesting things that I've done. But other than that, just what everyone else has been doing, to be honest, is watching. Cleaning. Cleaning's been a big one. Something I've never done in my life, and my husband and I have got them. We've had 40 days of like domestic bliss where we've actually learned to do these things. And honestly, it's not as hot. It's honestly empowering to be able to run the house on our own.
House by ourselves. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And also, I guess you bond in another way completely. Like you're bonding in a completely new and different. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, and are there any things that you felt you should have stocked up on during this lockdown? Any 3 things you thought that you should have, which you completely missed out on?
I think the biggest one was chocolate chips because they're sold out everywhere and they're super hard to find. So chocolate chips is a big one. I've tried to order them off of Amazon. I don't know if they'll come, but let's see. The second one was instant yeast or dry active yeast because I've been wanting to bake bread. And
that's something even I've been struggling with actually. Yeah, yeast is something we haven't got. We just managed to find right now. Yeah,
I think everyone, hopped onto the sourdough or whatever baking trend, and like a lot of these ingredients got sold out very early on.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are doing the sourdough, experiment, which is also, I mean, I've also been doing it. I'm feeding the little baby one day, every day, doing like half, removing half. Like the maths is so like.
I've still not gotten around to it. Like, I don't know how to go about it. So you had to tell me how you started.
It's super simple. Yeah, it's a super simple recipe. I'll send it out to you after this. I mean, it's just that you have to feed your little baby every day. It's like your baby for the next week to 10 days. So you have to be at it. But yeah, otherwise it's fun to do.
I hope my mom-in-law isn't listening because I killed all my plants. So I don't know.
Maybe you could start learning. It's a process. You do it for a week and then we start.
Literally, I forgot about them. Like 20 days later, I was on a call with one of my friends and I suddenly realized that all of my plants are dead.
And, no.
And my mom-in-law, she's an environmentalist and she's going to be really upset. So
I'm sure.
I really want to understand.
Interesting. So yeah, that's cool. And so are we doing the moon milk yet? Wait, I'm gonna just
So I'm just gonna start by telling you what's gonna go into the moon milk because it'll be hard to show you how I'm making it. But I'll try to take you.
What's the idea behind the moon milk? Like, it's meant to have a very calming effect, or like what is it? I mean, I'm also fascinated why it's called the moon milk.
So it's called moon milk because it helps you sleep better. And each of the recipes are based on Ayurveda. And even though it's like a really big like Instagram trend and all of that, it's actually based, it has Indian roots. And so a lot of the things that I'll be using are actually Indian spices and Indian herbs and stuff. And each thing put together, and I'll put up the benefits of each of the things in my blog post when I do that. Yeah. Okay. So, but the point is that it does help you sleep. And I was really skeptical because, you know, with these Instagram trends, they look really nice, but you don't know whether they taste good or they're actually useful.
Right.
But it actually put me off to sleep. Like, I was out within 15 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. And
so for anyone struggling with sleep, because I know a lot of people have been posting about, you know, insomnia and all of that, this is really useful. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to tell you the ingredients. So what I've done is I've got 2 cups of almond milk. I usually use my own almond milk, but we ran out. So any almond milk, unsweetened almond milk brand is fine.
Also, making almond milk at home is not that difficult, right?
No, it takes 5 minutes. I'll tell you how to do that at the end after we've done this. So I'm just going to start by heating 2 cups of almond milk with with a bit of like cinnamon. So if you can see that. I'm just going to put 1 stick of cinnamon into the milk and let it heat for a while. So here we have
people also.
So just yeah, I think that's also in our. I mean, that's something that, you know, our moms have tried to give us at
old
some
age,
stage or other when we were kids. So old age. Yeah. So basically, that's it. Like, I'm just putting this on the flame. I'm gonna let it simmer for a while.
Okay. So just cinnamon and almond milk or any other milk. It could be oat milk, regular milk,
anything is fine. I've done, yeah, anything's fine as long as it's plant-based. So that has the best impact. Like, if you can avoid regular milk, just use almond, cashew, walnut, what have you.
Okay.
So that's the.
Are these available easily? Like other than almond,
yeah,
are these available easily at the?
Yeah, almond milk is super simple to get a hold of. The other ones are a little harder right now. So almond milk is the easiest one. So if you can, I think that every 24/7 or grocery store nearby, like they all stock it.
Okay.
And I will tell you how to make your own at the end. So it's very easy. And so I'm just going to tell you what else is going to go into the moon milk. Let me get some spoons. So we're going to start by putting 1 tablespoon of coconut oil.
Okay. So this is once it's a little simmered, the milk is a little simmered is when you put the coconut oil.
Yeah. So we're just going to let all of the flavors and the spices sort of, get absorbed properly so that the taste is there, because you're going to strain the whole thing. So we don't want, the taste to not be there. So I'm going to follow this by 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Anyone works. The brand doesn't matter right now. So just 1 teaspoon, even a little less. So this is gonna be sorry?
I mean, I'm guessing the vanilla extract is more for the flavor.
Yeah. And we're gonna add a pinch of nutmeg powder. If you have it, it's fine. Otherwise, you can use your normal cardamom powder, elaichi. Okay. So that's also good, but I'm just gonna add some nutmeg powder.
So it's basically a mix of a lot of masalas, like the Indian ingredients, right? Which make it like a hot spiced milk, basically, something of that sort.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's entirely based on like Ayurvedic, principles, and so it's actually it a lot very easily available for us to get abroad. So I have some ashwagandha powder. You don't have to put this. It also has a taste. So if you do not like the taste, avoid it. Have I lost you? Okay, no, you're there.
Do that.
Are you still there? Sorry, I'm losing you again. Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, now I can hear. Yeah. Can't hear you again. No, I'm Geet, I'm losing your voice again. Your voice is cracking. So I'm just gonna take the camera to where the milk is going. So this is what it looks like right now, and I'm just gonna. I can hear you now. Sorry, what were you saying? What? Sorry, I'm really losing your voice. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was saying just ashwagandha. What's the specialty about ashwagandha? I think
So
there's a
with
lag.
ashwagandha, what I was saying was that it has a weird aftertaste, so you don't have to add it. It's obviously very good for you, but it's not. If the taste is something that bothers you, then definitely avoid it. So after the ashwagandha powder, what I've added is a tablespoon of maple syrup.
Okay. Any alternative to that, if not maple syrup?
So if you can add honey, obviously, but then it isn't vegan if you add honey, and you can add agave, so that's vegan as well.
Right.
But again, honey is good too.
Dates or something?
Yeah, that works. That works. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody's asking what's the brand.
Okay, so the brand for the maple syrup that I've used is this. 1 second. This is the brand that I've used.
Is this easily
Yeah,
available?
yeah. Maple syrup is easily available. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
the organic one, right? Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so that's the brand. So, like you can see, there's a little bit of blue color coming in. It takes a little bit of time to get the blue going.
So it has to be on a very low flame and just keep mixing it while.
Especially for this blue color, it takes a while because the petals need at least 5 minutes to sort of soak in to get that color out. But the other option while this blues is if you want the pink moon milk, this is what I used to get that pink color.
Okay. If we don't have this, what do you suggest?
As you can see, this is the brand.
Right. But if we don't have
you can use turmeric.
Rose petals. Okay. Or we can also use just rose petals. Does that also work?
Yeah, yeah. So you can use dry rose petals, and any sort of petals that you have that are pink in color. I think I have 2-3 options. Let me just try to. So you can honestly use any sort of color, but then the properties that these things give you are much better, obviously.
Okay.
And rose petals are great too, but the color won't be as vibrant unless you put a lot and let it soak in for 20 minutes. So then that's prep you had to do prior to it. So if you can see the blue colors come, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's pretty blue from where I'm standing.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of the purple. I can see it be a little purple, or yeah, I can see the purple flowers, and I see a little bit of the color on the milk. Yeah.
So we're just gonna leave this for another 2 minutes and then strain it. So a good thing to do after this is, if you can blend it, it's going to give you that nice sort of froth on top as well. So blend it for about 5 minutes or so. I'm not going to be able to blend it because I'm using my mixer as my stand.
Okay, fair. No, but do we have this warm or should we have it cold? What is better?
No, definitely warm. So not too hot. If it's warm, that's the best temperature to have it at. But hot is better than cold. Don't have it cold. It won't give you that same soothing effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is quite an interesting recipe.
Done with the milk. I'm just gonna strain it out and then show you what it looks like.
Okay. We can also let the ingredients be and not strain it out, right? And just have it the way it is. I mean,
it's just gonna get a little weird in your mouth, to be honest, especially if you're using a stick and not lost your voice again, but yeah. So like, because of that, I do recommend straining it. But basically, this is what it looks like. Can you see the blue? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top it with flowers now. I'll send you some. I think because of the rose petals, the color is more visible. Yeah, the same one.
more. That's
So that's a really soothing cup.
Having something like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Really nice. How often do you recommend having something like this? Like, I mean, do you think we can have this every other day?
I think have it on nights or days when you're really struggling to sleep. You can obviously have it as often as you like. I don't think there are any side effects or something because it's all natural ingredients. There's nothing that's synthetic in this at all.
Right.
But yeah, you just save it for the nights when you're really struggling to sleep, and it does have a very calming effect. Yeah. Geet, I think I've lost you again. Yeah, okay. I can see my friends asking funny questions on top. Yeah.
You would make the almond milk or the oat milk or something at home? Like, what's the best and the easiest way of doing that?
Yes. Okay. So I'm just gonna tell you because again I can't show you because I'm using my mixer as my stand. But really quickly, what you so for almond milk, what I've done is that I've just soaked this. Yeah, I've just soaked 1 cup of almonds overnight. And all you have to do is, so for every 1 cup of almonds or cashew nuts or walnuts, you need to add 4 cups of water. to the mixer and then mix it for about 5 minutes. Just let it churn for a while, and that's it. You had a strain out, so you can use
so we need
these
to
muslin.
Soak it overnight, though, right? We have to soak in the dry fruits overnight in water, and then put the dry, whichever almonds or cashew, and put it in a blender. Add 4 times the water. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And then once you sort of blended it for about 10 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes, then you can use either a nut milk bag or just a simple like muslin cloth or muslin bag, whatever you have at home, and strain out the remainder of the nut that's left. So you'll probably have like a bit of almond or cashew like residue. So strain all of that out and put it into like a jug or a glass bottle and put it in the fridge. So that's about it. It's that simple. Okay. You can obviously elevate it by adding a little bit of coconut oil and a little bit of vanilla extract and a pinch of cinnamon. So that's how you can elevate the milk itself. But if you're using this in tea, so if you're using this in tea or whatever, like when you're making your tea, you're anyway going to be adding spices and stuff like that. So you don't necessarily have to add coconut milk or cinnamon or, I don't remember what was the third thing, maple syrup or whatever. But you can. It makes the milk taste nicer. And I think I have a bottle at home, so let me show you what it looks like. So that's what homemade nut milk looks like.
Wow.
So it looks like the real thing.
It really does look like the real thing. I'd rather make.
Let me see if I can show you what.
Again. Okay, and how long does this milk last? Like, how long can a homemade almond milk last?
That's what it looks like.
Lovely.
So about
that
3
looks
days.
exactly like what to buy.
3 days is a good point, and then you should make it again. Yeah. So one of the things that could happen when you make homemade nut milk is that sometimes the water and the nut residue that is in it separates. So that doesn't mean that it's gone bad. It just means that you need to shake it well. And only when it starts smelling bad is when you should throw it out. But 3 days is recommended. Over that, you should make a fresh batch.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try all these things at home now and try and be a little healthy. I'm working out, but I think I need to do a little more of the healthy eating. And thank you so much on these recipes. Anything else you'd like to share with us about experience? I think if anybody has any questions, they should get in touch with us or with Mansha directly. And you also are putting up your recipes by tonight on your website.
Yeah, so I've got a website ready. So my podcast and all of these recipes are going to be on that website. So whether it's the Mendians, whether it's the moon milk or making milk from scratch, nut milk, it's all going to be there. So you can just check it out. It'll be in my bio by tomorrow.
That's amazing. I think I'm going to check it out first. I'm going to try and hit the kitchen and get onto whipping some healthy things and making everybody have it at home. So that should be fun.
Let me know how that
But I
goes.
think yes, for sure. And I think I'm going to do another session with you with a little more of more vegan recipes. Like the lava cake sounds damn tempting.
Yes.
So that's something we can definitely experiment.
The lava cake is super simple. We can totally do that on. I actually have a lava cake here if you guys want to see.
Oh, wow.
I need to put it up, but that's what it looks like.
That looks like a regular, like the real lava cake. So it doesn't look healthy at all. And you're telling me that's healthy. It looks like you're cheating on us. So yeah, I'd like to try that for sure. And I'm guessing a lot of us would like to try that as well. So
yeah, it's really simple. So I'd love to do that recipe as well.
Sure. I'm gonna also check out your website and your podcast. So how often do you do the podcast? Are you doing that pretty often at this point, or like?
I like to do it once a week, but I didn't. So my laptop's charger stopped working at the start of the lockdown. So for a month, I didn't have a laptop.
Right.
And yeah, so now I'm just getting back onto it. I just did a session with one of my friends. So it was a really fun conversation around a lot of real things that people usually don't talk about. Stuff like, mental wellness, divorce, girl friendship, stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, the link is in my bio on my Instagram handle. And it's a very honest, real conversation. So you guys can check that out.
That'll be amazing. That'll be really nice to hear, especially during these times. We all want to know positive things, and we all want to just be being distracted and doing happy things. So yeah, I think all of us are gonna check that out. I'm gonna look at the podcast myself for sure. And thank you so much for the session.
Thank you for doing this with me. Thank you for getting me onto Sorbet Live. This was fun.
And we're going to do a lot more of these. If anybody has any questions, please shoot them out to Mansha or to us on the Sorbet Soiree. We're going to come up with another healthy cook-up with Mansha very soon. And everybody stay safe, stay home. And
you too. See you soon.
See you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.